When Donald Trump first came into power, he placed travel restrictions on certain Muslim-majority countries. The radical left in the United States took this as an opportunity to rather unceremoniously wheel out a disabled survivor of Auschwitz into a press conference. With a very worried look on her face, this wonderful lady looked around the room and stated that the language she was hearing currently was the same language she heard in pre-war Nazi Germany. The radical left put their usual spin on it. Look how racist Donald Trump is. He's a fascist. He's a Nazi. But when you go back over that video and you look into that lady's eyes, you realise she's not just talking about Donald Trump. She's talking about everyone. In the last year and a half, 2 of the survivors of the Tiananmen Square protests have also stood up to say exactly the same thing. Whilst most will now have noticed we are in a culture war, most will not have realised just how dangerous this situation is. Chairman Mao failed in his first attempt to bring about a socialist revolution. His second attempt was obviously more successful. This was after he wrote that the way to bring about this revolution was to create a culture war, to create a division in society. This resulted in what can only be described as the bloodiest chapter of human history. At the very least, 44 million people died. The Nazi Socialist Party, under the rule of Hitler, used exactly the same ideologically subversive technique. For the last year in France and America, we have seen well over 2,000 service personnel writing to their prime ministers and presidents stating they are worried about upcoming civil war. We are hearing talk of genocide in the news. This is happening, and it is coming if we don't stop it. And so to our enemies. If you find yourselves at our shores, know this: it will cost you dearly.